Hello, Aries. Welcome to your weekly reading for June 11th to the 18th. This is for Aries Sun and Rising, and if you're new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific and detailed. With your reading, Aries, I do this because I love you. I want you to feel like it's a personal reading rather than a general spread. Lastly, I use astrology because it brings a lot more depth to your readings. Now, Aries, this is a huge week. This is the biggest week of June, okay? Now, if you've been following along to what's been going on, it's like the peak month, okay, of 2023. It's like that big crescendo, all right? So take action this week. The biggest thing, let's break it down. June 11th, that's this Sunday. Mercury is trining Pluto. I talked a little bit about this last week. If you need to sign contracts, do it now. That is Sunday. I know it's a Sunday, but hey, you can even do it the day after. But really good time to sign contracts, to be persuasive in communication. Communication is going to be an enormously big thing for you this week, okay? Because on June 11th, Mercury is also going into Gemini. So Mercury in Gemini is in its domicile. It's at home. Mercury is the ruling planet for Gemini. So we have a lot more clarity. You'll have a lot more clarity moving forward in terms of communication, in terms of being social, in terms of like reading, writing, all of that, especially coming out of that retrograde period. And now, Mercury was retrograde and then it went into shadow for a while. So Mercury in its ruling sign. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. So you will definitely have a lot more clarity in terms of like information, conversations that you have. You may have some important conversations this week. Now, big thing this week, 17th, okay? On the 17th, we have, that's going to be Saturday. We have that new moon in Gemini. This is huge. This is huge, all right? I want you to know how big this is. The moon is in Gemini, Mercury's in Gemini. This is actually it's a great weekend because the moon goes into Cancer the next day on the 18th. So I know a lot of people ask about like lucky days. There you go. This is the weekend where you need to start manifesting things, okay? It's time. It's time. It's absolutely time. One thing that I want you to do is think about what's happened for you since March, okay? Because Pluto is, it went back into Capricorn, so it's gone retrograde. So this is, I want you to think about what happened for you between March of this year to now, okay? Because you're getting a sneak peek of what's to come starting January 2024 until January 4044, 20 years. Yeah, it's I've talked about this, a rare aspect, okay? Pluto in Aquarius, the last time it happened was 250 years ago. This is rare, okay? So this is a big time to just plant seeds. Mercury is sextiling Venus too. I mean, listen, this is all about communicating your passions, really showing the world who you are. If you are an artist in some way, Aries, if you're creative, you're just going to feel it. You're going to feel the creative juices flowing. I want you to do that. I want you to be as creative as you can right now. All right. Tap into your inner Vincent van Gogh, your Lady Gaga, right? Those are two big Aries. Leonardo da Vinci was an Aries. So this really is, the Neptune is squaring the new moon, but that's not even like a big deal. Just let your imagination soar. This is a great time to plant seeds, going after the things that you want, all your passions that same day. Saturn is going retrograde. This is really interesting. It's like I said last week, it's like a boulder off your shoulder, thinking about your long-term plans, commitments. Again, you'll have a lot more clarity around that now. So this week, honestly, like Mars, Venus, Uranus. Remember, Jupiter and Uranus are in Taurus right now. I mean, they're leading the charge. There could be a lot of new things, signing new contracts, going after your goals with new beginnings, okay? And that really has an impact on your salary because remember, Jupiter in Taurus is in your second house of salary and also self-value and self-worth. So Aries, again, if you are like creative in some way, I really, really want you to just take your interior designer, anything, use your creativity right now. It's going to put you, it's like putting you in a spotlight this week. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Aries, let's see what's going on for you for June 11th to the 18th. Again, this is for Aries sun and rising. And if you want to read for your moon, actually, I recommend you read for your moon this week too. Especially because we do have a lot of activity around that moon, especially with the new moon in Gemini. So read for your moon if you know your birth chart. It will give you a lot more insight. Okay, and again, for Aries rising, this is, a lot of these planetary aspects, you're going to feel it a lot more, but every Aries is going to feel this, okay? Everything that I just said. So let's go ahead and get started, Aries. Let's see what's going on for you for the week of June 11th to the 18th. Aries, I'm very excited for you. Honestly. This is going to be... It's going to be a big week. It's almost like life-changing week, too. I know that I like to avoid... yeah, look. You're golden. I mean, this is going to be the best week for you. Look at this already. Can you see what's going on here? Aries, you're amazing. You're absolutely amazing. Now, I can't believe this. So you see that you got all major arcanas, all court cards, other than your challenge area, but we're going to talk about that. Now, you did get the sun, all right? So things have been really good for you. And if they haven't been good for you, I want you to believe that they are good for you, okay? That's the one thing. I always talk about energy and vibrations. We're all made of energy. We all vibrate at a certain frequency. The higher your vibration, the more you attract the things that you want. The lower you vibrate, it's harder. It's a little bit more challenging, okay? Remember, it's that frequency. You can even see the rays vibrating from the sun here, okay? So if you feel that things have not been going your way, you need to vibrate at a higher frequency, all right? And I want you to remember, again, thinking about your last reading, which was so powerful and significant. A lot of new things are happening for Aries. You got the Magician in the heart of your spread. You got the Emperor. You've had an amazing reading. And now this is confirming it, okay? The Sun coming up in your past. This is all about opportunity, abundance, growth, vitality. In astrology, this is you're good. I mean, this is absolutely amazing. The sun shining all those dark shadows in your life, and I want it to, okay, Aries? Especially if you're in a place where you feel like, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of Aries will not, but if you do feel like you're in a place where things have not been going your way, take action. It's almost like redundant, or I'd like for me to say that to Aries, because y'all are so fiery. You're the leaders. You kick off the zodiac wheel. So Aries, just be in your element and feel inspired this week, because Ace of Wands in the heart of your spread. When I say new things are happening for you, okay? Whether it's a new job, whether, wands are enterprise related. So it is career related. It's job, employment, stuff like that. It's really amazing. The fact that, and then aces usher in new change. They usher in new opportunities, new beginnings. You see the hand of spirit offering you the biggest wand in the deck, all right? You see the leaves sprouting. When I said plant seeds, I'm dead serious. You better be planting seeds, especially because you got the Magician last week. And then this week we have that new moon in Gemini, your third house, okay? Communicate the things that you need and be social. The third house also rules siblings too. So there could be some activity within siblings. You could be launching a project with siblings, thinking about ideas with siblings, about doing something moving forward. And even aunts and cousins and whatnot. I always say, like, if you do not have siblings, like biologically, think about like your bro, your soul sister, who you consider your squad. We live in a generation where you get to choose your own families, and that's, so always never like exclude them. Like I have my I'm from Georgia. My family is down in Georgia, but I have my family up here in New York City. So consider those two. What's really interesting and energy or message that's coming through really strongly is like some Aries may have multiple opportunities coming through. So seize the moment, right? Seize the day, carpe diem, all the way. This is absolutely amazing. It's in the heart of your spread. So there's a lot of. This is also, remember, wands. They're invigorating. They're lively. They're your passions, creativity. Remember, I talked about that. Creativity, big thing for y'all right now, especially if you are work in some capacity where you're a painter or a singer or even again like interior designer, something where you're just you're using a lot of your is it the right brain to go toward the things that you want. This new moon in Gemini is going to be huge for you. All right. Now, you did get the Three of Pentacles in your challenge area. So the only thing I have to tell you here, open yourself up. Be open to working with others, especially with this new moon in your third house, okay? Be open to communicating. Communication's a big thing this week. Remember, new moon in Gemini, Mercury in Gemini. I mean, this is huge. This is absolutely amazing. So take advantage of that. Take advantage of that. Also, remember that Mars is in Leo, all right? Not only is Mars in Leo, Venus is in Leo too. So this week is just like gangbusters, nuts. It's Mars is your ruling planet, and so that's all in your fifth house of love, romance, but also pleasure, creativity, self-expression. Creativity is like a big thing this week for y'all. Okay, think about the creativity. Where does it come from? Create. So create, go create. All right, Aries, this is a great time for you, but this is just saying bring other people in. I want you to be social. I want you to bring people in. I want you to bond with people. I want you to work with people. Okay, I really do. And I want you to be able to kick off projects, new projects that will help you grow, things that you want to pursue, and things that you want to develop, things that you want to, you know what? I'm just going to tell you right now. 3, okay? It's all about growth, advancement, but it's creation, okay? What did I say? Creativity, create, creation. Came up in your challenge area, so you need to do it. You need to do it. Please do it, Aries. I want the best for you, so do it now. Look, you got the Queen of Pentacles and your crown. This is absolutely amazing. This is, this queen, I love her. She's amazing. It's really funny too, because like I said earlier, Pluto went back into Capricorn only for the rest of the year. Okay. Then it's going into Aquarius for, 20 years. Now, Pluto going back into Capricorn, that is your, what is that? Your 10th house of career. And so some of y'all, because the Queen of Pentacles, she is Capricorn. Okay, she is. You can even see the symbol of the sea goat in her throne there, which is a Capricorn symbol. But here's the thing: some of y'all may be thinking about your jobs, your career, and you may be at a point where you want to go in a different direction, or you may be in a point where you're just rethinking things, and you're like, actually, I want to ascend. I've been at this company for long enough to have the knowledge to start my own company, to start my own business, to be an entrepreneur, or it's time for me to start ascending, climbing the ladder of success, okay? Getting a promotion, getting a raise, all of that. Now, the Queen of Pentacles, the richest queen, hey, came up in your crown. That's what you want. That fertility, that growth. You see that little bunny rabbit representing it in the corner there? I love it. You really want to build this world for yourself where you are, where you just don't have to worry anymore. You don't have to worry about your career. You don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about any of that. But you are in a place where you take care of others and yourself, especially when it comes to resources. That's what the Queen of Pentacles is. She has the resources to do that, all right? All that abundance. It's absolutely amazing. You also got the Hermit, which I love that you got the Hermit, because this is really rooting you. I absolutely love this. The Hermit, ruled by Virgo. So this coming up in the root of your spread, Virgo is an earth sign, so this is really significant because the Hermit is someone who's he's done all this soul searching. He's made all these achievements, okay? And now he's climbed the top of the mountain. He's removed himself from people for a little bit just to do a little bit of soul searching to see what's next. What's next? I've achieved what I needed to achieve. What do I do now? And so, he has that little lantern light. You can only see so far with lantern light when, if you think about like looking into your future, right? He goes within. That's where the light is. So Aries, this week, you may be going within. This is you absolutely will be doing that deep soul searching, especially because there's so many new things happening for you, and there's so many things that you want. Again, if there is some Aries who feel a little like isolated, like I don't want to talk to anyone right now. I'm not in that headspace. Be in that headspace. It's going to be so good for you. It's going to be so good for you. All right. Obviously, do that soul searching in terms of what you want moving forward, but especially with the Three of Pentacles in your challenge area, I want you to bond like you've never before. Okay, like you have never before, and you're gonna feel it. Bonding does raise your oxytocin levels. You know that, right? It's also like Harvard did this 85-year study where they were trying to a study on what is the key to true happiness, right? Guess what the answer was, Aries? Social fitness, our relationship with other people. And so some of y'all may be looking at your start, like some of y'all may be in a place where you may want to just kind of like be alone right now. Don't. Okay, don't. Get to a place where you can just reach out to just one person and, just like, hey, and then you're just going to feel inspired moving forward. You're going to feel very inspired. And a lot of it is y'all just taking this time to think about your future, okay? To think about your future. It's going to be a big thing for you. But as you can see, your future is golden. You're fine. You're absolutely fine. You can't be any more fine. I mean, like, Aries, you're good. You're good. I don't even, you know what? You're good. I'm not even gonna. The star is the card of faith. It's having hope. It's having the stars aligning for you. You can see. I'm gonna point some things out here. You can see the 7 outer stars, right? Those are like your chakras aligning there, representing your chakras. You can see all the stars are 8 pointed, right, for all that strength. This card is ruled by Aquarius. All right, so that's absolutely interesting because there's so much with Pluto having moved into Aquarius. That is your 11th house. Now, Pluto did go retrograde, but it's still, remember what I said. Think about what happened for you between March of this year to about now, because Pluto was in Aquarius that time. And Pluto in Aquarius is in your 11th house, your social network. That's why I say, please be social. Please be social. It's, it's 11th house. Not only, this is where it gets like the synchronicities of everything that's happening right now here, especially astrologically, is just like insane. Because not only is the 11th house, this card again, ruled by Aquarius, Pluto moved into Aquarius. Not only is Aquarius, that your 11th house of your social network, groups you belong to, even social media if you're an influencer or whatnot, but the 11th house also rules your hopes and wishes. Everything's going to happen for you. You're good. You're great. And a lot of y'all are moving into this new place. A lot of y'all will be getting job offers. And I am getting more than one. Okay? Did I say that earlier? That there may be more than one offer coming in for Aries, or one or more possibilities or paths or pathabilities, if that's because that's actually what I was gonna say. But you're good. I mean, you got the Ace of Wands in the heart of your spread, flanked by the Sun and the Star. I can't even believe this. You're good. You're absolutely good. Just work with others, okay? Work with others, and if not working with others, just be social. Just be social. But honestly, I honestly feel that some of y'all will be working with like family members of some type, or even like friends or networks to create this vision, to create this dream. And again, a lot of that creative, especially if you're a big energy that was coming through was like messages for those who are creative. Like like work in creative fields. Maybe you are in a band, and maybe you are, in you're an artist and you're doing a group show or whatnot. But that'll resonate huge. But you honestly sign contracts if you have to. Do not sign contracts on the 18th. Sign contracts on Sunday or Monday, but don't sign them on what day is it? Let me look. On the 15th. Sorry, don't sign contracts on the 15th because Mercury is going to square Saturn. Avoid that day, but just be productive that day. All right, Aries, let's get to your stuff. Aries, you're. So, Aries, I'm gonna say my line. Can I say my line? Aries, if you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I actually love hearing from y'all. I want to know what's going on in your life. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for being here. You're amazing. You really make my day. I honestly, I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for you. So I am very grateful, and I truly appreciate it. I'm about to make your day. You are. This is your best weekly. I can't even. This is your best weekly reading. This is your best weekly reading. Things are going to happen for you if they haven't already. And actually, for a lot of Aries, yeah, things have happened for you. You have been ascending, transcending. Like you've definitely been moving up and up, higher and higher. The more that Jupiter's only like 2 degrees right now in Taurus, just happened 2 weeks ago. I mean, 3 weeks ago. Just wait. Okay, now let's get started. Page of Cups. I just don't know what to say. You're looking for this new thing. You're looking for this new thing that's going to fulfill you emotionally. That's going to be really nice for you. It's going to be really nice for you. It's going to be, I want you to pay attention to your dreams too. I want you to pay attention to your dreams and your intuition this week, especially because you could get some sort of spiritual download. You could get some sort of message. Okay. Pages are the messengers. But there's a very Pisces energy coming through. And then remember, Saturn is in Pisces right now in your 12th house, though it has gone retrograde, which is great. We love when Saturn goes retrograde. But he's very creative. He's very imaginary. He's very Pisces, right? Like that imagination flowing. And it's, look at him. I mean, who else talks to a fish coming out of a cup? That's how imaginary. He just don't cut off any of your creativity right now. Let your imagination soar. Communicate this week. But again, I think that some of y'all will be getting a message spiritually. Pay attention, okay? Intuitively, it's just like this moment of clarity. It's just like this aha moment you may have this week, okay? But for a lot of Aries, for most of Aries, it's just like this profound moment of I know what I want to do. I have all this clarity. I'm going toward it. Nothing is going to effing stop me. This is it's all or nothing. I absolutely love it. Now, the Page of Cups is someone who all he wants to do is follow his bliss. But remember, pages are the messengers. And, this is you just wanting to follow your bliss, okay? So follow your bliss because, boom. I don't even know what to say because what's really interesting is that you did get the Lovers in your last reading. Correct me if I'm wrong, but you did get the Lovers too. So this is amazing. 2 reasons why this is amazing. First, one, it came up in your last reading. So there's a lot of, it's almost like affirmation here, okay? That this is truly significant and you should pay attention to this. Secondly, the Lovers is ruled by Gemini and we have this new moon in Gemini, all right? And so when I say plant seeds, you need to plant seeds. Just do everything that you are getting for. I'm already getting the message that it's already going to happen for you, but really put that effort into it. Put that effort into it. You want to always be working on your karma too. Now, the lovers, you see Archangel Raphael here, right? The healer. He's the one who's gifting the love to the two. Let's call them Adam and Eve. It's up to them to decide what to do with that love. Some of y'all are going to have to make a decision. And this is going back to when I said earlier that this message was coming through. Some of y'all may be getting 2 options this week. There you go. There you go. Having to choose. Okay. Secondly, the Gemini is the twin. Okay. So, here you go. Some of y'all will be, it's coming after the star. Hopes and dreams, everything aligning for you. Faith, it's everything, right? It's everything. There's a lot of balance in this card, strength in this card as well. But with it following the star and the lovers, hello, that's amazing. So it's saying basically here with the Ace of Wands, you see going across the cross here, you got the Sun, you got the Ace of Wands, you got the star, and you got the lovers. So it's saying here that there's something new coming in that's going to basically change your life. It's this new direction. It's this new opportunity, this new path. It's exactly what you wanted. But there may be more than one options that come through. Or it may be a decision where it's something that you really wanted, and now you have to make a decision on like, okay, I'm at this job, but I just got this huge job offer here for this amazing company. It's my dream job. Now I have to make a decision. Do I stay with this company or do I move on to the other? Like that kind of thing. If you're here for relationships, and this is, a lot of this is very career related, but it's more, it's really like this represents your passion. So this is also relationships, all right? So partnerships. So think about partnerships in your life. And that is, again, it can be business, work related. It can be love relationship related as well. If you've been dreaming about, let's say like you're in a relationship right now where you just don't feel anything anymore, which happens. We're all human, right? We're all human. And there is someone that you feel like is out there for you, that you, hopefully you're not like doing anything like secretly, but like, do you know what I mean? Like there could be someone else out there for you, but you have to go with your gut. You have to go with your instincts, because there are people, like for instance, in my life, I have friends who have been in relationships for like 2-3 years, but both of them, I'm using one couple, both of them, just stayed in it because they were just in it. They didn't feel it anymore, the love for each other. And so none of them, they just stayed with it. No one said anything until finally one person, we were at an event, said, kind of brought the conversation up, after, drinking a little bit. And then the other person was like, I really agree. And so they were so much happier. And then they actually both met their like soulmates. And it's go with your instincts though. Go with your guts. If it does have to do with relationships for y'all, okay? It's every Aries is different. Everyone has a different birth chart. Again, everyone is completely different here. Now, again, here, you got the 7 of Cups. Remember what I said when I feel that there's going to be multiple opportunities here. There's a more affirmation. You see that this universe is offering this young man like so many opportunities. Okay, so you're looking for that, but I just want you to, especially with, again, what I said with Neptune squaring the new moon in Gemini, I want you to, because I do carve this card like the illusion card of illusion and illusion. You can see that all the cups are very different. Okay, so really know what you want at this point. Really, really know what you want. You're being blessed. You're being showered with almost like too much abundance this week. All right. Which is, obviously not a bad thing. So just really know what you want. That's why I say trust your instincts, trust your intuition, go with your gut. Look what you got in your final outcome. You got the 9 of Cups. You're gonna get everything you want. This is your best weekly reading. This is your I would have to go back and see. I honestly think this is your best weekly reading of all time. Of all time. Energetically, like, this is, like, crazy, okay? And I'm not gonna lie. It's when you think about astrologically where everything's happening with this new moon in Gemini, and then with Saturn in Pisces in your 12th house that's going retrograde. Uh, it's the third house rules the nervous system, right? And so there could this your reading is just really powerful, and you could feel it like be like get really anxious because there's going to be a lot of stuff brewing this week for you, okay? And a lot of things I want you to know, just like when I with the star, when I say the stars are aligning, a lot of that it's you don't physically see them like aligning, right? This is all happening like beneath the surface, like under the scene, like behind the scenes for a lot of y'all Aries. But for some of y'all, you're gonna feel it right away. You're gonna see it right away. You're gonna get opportunities right away. New moons, I mean, they have the power for weeks, right? So if you don't feel anything on the day of, that's fine. It's still coming, okay? You could actually, things could start happening for you like as soon as like June 11th. Again, some of y'all have already gotten this. It's especially with the sun in your past. Now, the card of satisfaction, the card of wish coming true, the card of, look, all the cups, emotions, right? Even love, even wonderment, all of that aligned over his head. That's a lot of enlightenment, okay? Look how happy he is. Look how proud he is. Remember, Mars and Leo is being very proud of how far you've come, everything that you've accomplished. But with the Nine of Cups and your final outcome, this is saying the things that you want, you're getting. This is absolutely like you have the Ace of Wands. Again, let me you have the Ace of Wands, the Star, the Lovers. I mean, this is absolutely like bonkers here. This is absolutely bonkers. I don't even know what to say. This is absolutely bonkers. Your best reading of all time. I'm gonna have to go back and look at your other readings, but I just don't think, Aries, that you've had a reading as powerful as this. Let me just show you one more time. The Sun, Ace of Wands, the Star, the Lovers, Page of Cups, opportunities. And then finally, in your final outcome, wish coming true, genie in a bottle energy. Everything that you wanted, and you do have something coming through. Something new, brand new. And again, I'm getting the message. Like, I do feel that it's going to be more than one for a lot of Aries. Okay, a lot of more than one opportunities. Just know what you want. Just know what you want. This is absolutely outstanding, and be social. This is a big week to communicate. Aries, you're amazing. You're awesome. Thanks so much for tuning in. Next week is it's not as big as this week, but we kick it off with that Jupiter Saturn sextile. Big, very, very big, very, very big, very rare aspect, and we will talk about that next week. And this is all leading up to that. Actually, I'm not surprised. You're amazing, Aries. I will see you next week. Thanks so much. And if you like this reading, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, all of that. Love hearing from y'all. If you are a subscriber, thanks so much for being here. I will see you next week. Claim this. This is your best. It is your best reading. Okay. Bye bye. Love ya.